If you've been watching my other videos, and if you have, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. But you might remember when I got the gloves of teleportation, I was like, hey, there's this really cool area at the beginning of the area where you arrive from the ship. And if you teleport up, there's a bunch of stuff you can loot, and there's a sword you can get, and it's a really nifty little sword. And then I got up here and I was like, yeah, you gotta find this like one of those hidden burial areas. And I sort of looked around and nothing came up. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm remembering this wrong, or maybe I need a higher wits, or disappointing. And it was like, I'm sure I don't remember it being this difficult. And I kept going over it. I couldn't work it out. And I was like, well, you know, I'm gonna level these guys up, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see if there's like if I can level anyone up to a high enough wits that I can actually find this burial spot. But as you can see, when I got up here, what I suddenly realized, it's not buried. It's in the damn ground. It's just right there. I walked past it over and over again. God, suffice to say, I felt a little bit silly. So I thought I'd start the episode with my little rant before going into it properly, which we'll do now. Hi, I'm SammyP. If this is the first video of mine you're seeing, I'm sorry for that beginning rant. I normally don't start my videos by pointing out that I'm an idiot. This is my Let's Voice series, though. It's where I use the excuse of practicing my voice acting as to justify playing video games. And right now we're playing Divinity Original Sin 2. This is episode 10! I don't know if you're excited, but I'm impressed that I've made it this far. And so for that point, I'm actually thinking I'm going to make this a longer than a normal episode. Probably more like the first episode, but looking about like an hour at least. But yeah. Viper's Tongue. God damn it. I'm guessing these two fought over it. Did I take out that guy's axe? No. Okay. Okay. Since last episode, I have leveled everyone up. We are now level 4. And I went and I got a bunch of new skill books through either purchasing or stealing them, because I don't actually have that much money because it's the early days. So everyone's now got a bunch of new gear, got a bunch of new spells and abilities. And if we head back to the square where the rest of the party is, look at them. Aren't they pretty? Red Prince is now wearing a full set of robes. His gloves still look a bit weird and out of sorts. Potentially once he starts wearing gear. The thing about the gear in this game is that often it's sort of like the different gear will look different depending on if you're a dwarf or a human or an elf or a lizard or what have you. And then sometimes it just looks the same on everyone. So I feel like that if once he starts wearing lizard gear, the gloves won't look quite so weird. I assume the gloves and the helmet match, but I think I'm most impressed. New shield for Ifan. But look at this. Look at that. Is that a hat or a half? Look at it. Man. I think Beast wears that hat really well. Having said that, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is what it looks like on Beast. It's a wolf helm with like antlers in its mouth, and is that an eye? An eye in the mouth as well? Man, there's a lot going on with this hat. If I was to take that off and give it to the Red Prince, suddenly it's this huge dinosaur monster mask. that's just sort of floating on his face somehow. Sure. And much as I love that, I have to admit, I like the wolf antler. I like everything that's going on here. I think it looks good on the beast. Sybil got a few extra gear. She's now wearing most of a pair of shoes. Got a lot of this new fancy headdress thing. And, ooh, Ifan can now have a decent sword. Ifan has been using a knife tied to the end of a stick, a knife on a stick, literally, this whole time. So I think it's about time he actually gets a decent weapon. One that gives him strength in warfare too. So it's, I mean, it's all good. But speaking of, as I was mentioning, I went and I purchased a lot of extra abilities. So Ifan now knows how to provoke people. Beast knows how to enrage. Sybil, I don't know, I'm never happy with how I pronounce her name. But she's now got Barrage. And she's got First Aid, which she got earlier. She learnt that by eating someone. So I'm actually going to remove some of this around. No, it's not what I want you to do. Stop. Okay. And the Red Prince now knows a whole bunch more fire and earth. And so he's now got Fireball, classic wizard spell, but also some spontaneous combustion. So it's once he sets people on fire, he can make them explode by the sound of things. That's going to be fun. And he can impale people with rocks. It's all a lot of good things. But I did want to actually show off the process of stealing in this game. Because I want to actually get the restoration skill. And you know what? Paying for things is for chumps. So we're going to head down here. This is the guy, this lizard, who's just walking into the fire, apparently. Now, it's really interesting. So the way stealing works in this game is you... it's based, if you're wanting to pickpocket, it's based on your thievery skill, which is only at 1 for Sybil. And that it will affect how much its weight or gold value is the determining factors. So she can only pickpocket up to 2 kilos or 300 gold worth of stuff, and that will go up pretty rapidly as you level up. The other trick to remember is you can only pickpocket from someone once. Once you've done it before, they will know. So right now I'm doing it because early game, I don't have that much money. I could possibly buy it, but at the same time, I could also just steal it. Like I could wait until she's got a high level, but it doesn't matter. I think we are alright. Now, the other thing to remember is that you need to be stealthing, which means you need to be within this red area, which means you can't be where anyone is looking. So right now we've got these 2 people who are going to be getting in our, potentially going to rumble us. So we need Sybil to be separate, and probably going to want, I guess, Beast to be separate. Now, also, there might be other people wandering around, so we're going to get the timing right. I kind of want him to go back into his little area just here, which he seems to be refusing to do, which is a bit irritating. But the easiest way to make sure they look the other way is to talk to them, and then they just line it up so they look, in a different direction. There we go. Is this you going back to where you... No? Am I standing in your way? Is this what's happening? No. Okay. So we're going to start talking to him. See, he now will focus. I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all, my friend. Well, it doesn't hurt to ponder. Now he's having a good chat. Chat. Now, you flick over to whoever's going to be stealing. And you want to be behind him. But I'm worried this guy is going to do it. So, with Beast, I'm going to use him to distract so that he doesn't want to. Because right now he can potentially... Who's the other person? You, I don't think are close enough. Maybe you are a worry. Okay, send the Red Prince to talk to this lady. Now, after you've stolen something, you're going to want to sort of clear the area. Hi. The woman is scrabbling at her throat as though she can hardly breathe. Clap her on the back. You all right? Don't touch me! Too close! This collar, this place, is squeezing the life out of me! Yes, I understand how you feel, Leo. Do you? You seem fine. Don't you feel how tight this collar is? There's nothing we can do! Nothing we can do! Her hand moves again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar, but there's no space to be made. And we don't want to end the conversation because, well, we want her to keep looking that way. The only other person is, there is a guard who wanders around, so I'm conscious that he might. Anyway, we'll wait for this guy to come back to his chair. Come on, buddy. Why are you... There we go. You better watch yourself. I don't have patience for thieves. Alright, now. Is that... Yes. Alright, what do you want? Where is it? Restoration. And we can also grab... I don't mind getting that, it's too much weight, so I guess... Armor of Frost, what else? Armor of Frost, fish, and... I don't want to take intestines. Alright, now that we've stolen, you want to just leave. And you don't want anyone... You don't want anyone who has any stolen items to be hanging around, because they'll ask to check your gear. Now, if you don't have any stolen gear on you, it doesn't matter. So he will eventually notice something has been stolen, and that's including not just pickpocketing, but if you take something from, like, nearby. That's how theft works in Divinity Original Sin 2. Alrighty. I think... I'm going to go to the arena. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're ready for the challenge. We've got shiny new gear. Feels good. There's a bunch of things to be looted in here. Ooh. Bunch of empty. Ooh, a hat. That's right, I was going to check. You know what? I think I've been saying I'll check which... I'll do it. Now, options, audio... Ambient, UI... It's probably UI. Oh, don't worry, I don't want to fiddle with it. Oh well. It's that sort of thing where it's like, I don't need that little, that bring, but at the same time it doesn't irritate me so much that I desperately need to get rid of it. I mean, tell me in the comments if it's driving you crazy. And I'll actually be more motivated to... Oh, neat. Didn't notice the stairway before. But yeah, I'll be a bit more, somewhat more motivated to do something about it. Ooh, excuse me. Just to bet there's nothing in this. Oh. He didn't like that at all. Oh, it was money. I'll take his -5 attitude for 7 gold. I'm assuming the lady amongst the torches is the one we want to... Lady? I think that's a lady elf. Alright. Let's talk the other one. Ivor, the vast one. A deep grumble emerges from him as if from an endless cavern. Your bones vibrate to the rhythm of his greeting. Well, get a load of you. You've got swagger. I'll give you that. But I reckon I could squash you like a bug with just my left thumb. Sonorous. You're fat. I'm probably too quick on my feet for that to happen. You think I couldn't catch you, cockroach? I've been hunting bugs for a long time now. So it won't matter what rock you crawl under. I'll find ya and squish ya. Lucky for you, I ain't looking to pick a fight outside the arena. You want to show yourself off. You do it in there. What can you tell me about this place? It's a fighting arena, a temple of sorts, too. You step into it when it's your turn and take whacks at whatever comes barreling towards you. Glad I found it. Spent half my life ripping apart men and mages, sometimes for pay, and sometimes for fun. If I gotta be stuck in here, I might as well prove I'm the one. You look at him quizzically. Quizzically? Who or what is the one? The one is a living god. Might sound crazy to you, but that's just the way of it. You battle in the arenas, you get divine power if you come out on top. What do the Magisters think of this arena? Don't know about it. I didn't either, till the one over there got me into it. These old ruins make a right fine battleground. And you think you're really this one? Yep. One thing the old woman taught me is to ignore anybody saying they're better than me. And let me tell you, runt, by the looks of ya, I ain't got no reason to stop believing her now. He grumbles what sounds like a farewell. Mia, faithful one. She sizes you up as you approach, her eyes narrow. You've yet to experience the joys and pain of true combat, I see. I'm good at fighting, but there's more to life than battle. Not much, I'd wager. Should you wish to ascend as the One, you must aspire to more than mediocrity. I see potential in you. You have a reason to fight. You could go far. What do you mean, go far? This is how we worship. This is not just an arena, but a temple, too. A brutal warrior will ascend, will celebrate this hero as the One. People keep mentioning this One. Who or what is that? The spirit of the One is everywhere. It exists beyond us, yet it will someday live in one of us. And you think I could become the One? I believe you could. It's not certain. That's a tale only you can tell. Why are you encouraging me? Doesn't that just create more competition for you? I fight not to be named the One, but to reveal the One. I'm not sure if I'm into this weird cult. I won't coerce you. Speak to Thorn if you change your mind. Until then, may the spirit of the One be with you. Which one's Thorn? Oh. Thola, the thorny one. Sep, the burnished one. The old man looks you up and down and smiles. Will you fight? I will. I will watch with great interest. Okay. Carson the snickering one. The dwarf cocks his head left and right. His eyes squint, and his brows rise as if lifted by an unseen fishhook. Oh! He's talking to the beast, not to Ifan. Marcus? Marcus Miles? Beast glances at you and mutters. Best let me handle this. Oh. My cousin, the Queen. Best let me handle this. Alright, I'll be here. That's Beast nowadays, friend. That other name. Long left that behind, I did. The snickering one. Right. Right, sorry. Just hard not to see as that wild-eyed troublemaker you used to be. It's been, what, over a decade, yeah? Longer than that. Too bad. I'm cooped up here. Things are looking grim out there. Just planning something big. Real big. Bigger than what she's already managed. Say a single word against her and a royal couple will show up and throw you in a dank cell. Carve the royal insignia on your throat. Unless you got a handful of coin to donate to the kingdom, of course. You're gonna need to blow this popweed stand if you want to stop her. But maybe this will help. Nab the key off that Kraus fella up above. Not the brightest of the magisters. Would stick his head up in a pig's ass and call it a hat. Reckon it unlocks one of the doors to the prison, though not sure which. I tell you to take care crossing the Divine Order, but from what I hear, you can handle yourself just fine against Alexander's flunkies. Word gets around, doesn't it? Well, I appreciate the help. I won't forget it. I mean, I like getting free keys. Alright, let's talk to Thola the Thorny One. You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can only be one. And you have but one chance. What am I meant to prove here? She scoffs. To prove you are the one. Can you just explain the one what? Never mind. The one does not ask such a question. Fine. It's an arena. I want to fight. Good. Who aids you? Choose wisely. Whether you fail or succeed, you do not fight more than once. I lead a group of companions. I will fight with them. Oh, straight into it. Okay. Thought there'd be, more. Who are we fighting? Alright, we've got... Ah, they're all the something one. Wait, is there a dog? Oh, the dog's not a... Okay. Verly, the avid one. Gideon, the tenacious one. Elsa, the cultured one. And Rex, the doggo one. Alright. Get to high ground. And start popping off at people, I guess. You've only got 17 magic armor. That's actually not terrible. I think that's what you want to do. I'm going to throw... Yeah, let's throw chloroform with this one. Quick. And then I think we will save that. Yeah. Okay. Dog just runs up and bites him awake. I mean, I'll take that. That's fine. Kind of want to hold off and let them come to me. There's oil over here. You know what? I'm just going to go here. Get the horns out. Encourage everyone. Enter. Oh, okay. That's less than good, I guess. I'm just gonna... Again, I'm just gonna wait for everyone to come to me. Ugh. I don't like being in the middle of all this. I was hoping it would... Alright. Doesn't matter. Ow. Ow. Alright. Well, if Anne's in the middle of fire, that's less than good. But these two are pretty close to each other, which I think... Use this new barrage skill. Then... Nice. One down. What? Talking about come to me, they clearly didn't, so I don't know. Let's just get stuck in. Oh, you're still slowed. Oh, my bad. Okay. That was poor positioning on my behalf. Alright. Alright. You hit... No. fights this way. This is kind of how I... Oh well. So many of my fights end with the bloated corpse just exploding. It's still raining. Well. Well, I mean, we won. You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again and again and again. A warrior traveling the path of the one should not be collared like a pet. I suggest you see the Tinkerer. You are capable of so much more. Are you selling anything useful? Why do you have what's a toy chair? The hell's a... Why do you have a... Greasy. Ugh. Okay. Oh! Okay, well... +1 Huntsman's not... I just got a new shield. It's not terrible. Oh, plus telekinesis is pretty good. Telekinesis is kind of useful. Initiative is not that big a deal. I think the higher armor is better. These are worth more if I sold them, but... should wear them. The teleportation is useful on you at least. You've got those. I think we might. And bonus, they don't stick out quite as much, although a little bit just there. Okay. Well. I can get rid of my collar if I need to, but I think I'll hold off on that because I'm assuming once, well, I know once the collar comes off that well, like these guys are gonna be less than impressed. Talk to these people. I think from memory she gives me a quest. I don't remember what it was, but let's talk to these people. Fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child. You hear that, Farah? You gotta cut that out. What's happened to you? I mean, if you don't like it, you've had been mezed. If you don't like it, perhaps you should help her. Ah, she needs help. But none that I can give. Mad as a cuckoo. Cuckoo. Cuckoo? Cuckoo. Mad as a cuckoo, that one. And twice as loud. She seems perfectly sane, if distraught. Distraught? Don't even begin to cover it. She's hollering after that child of hers. Killed by a void-woken she was. Been dead and buried for a month now. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy. And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back. Ooh, rough. Please, please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards! A child is missing! My baby. Perhaps if you told the Magisters. Magisters! They don't care whether we live or die. Griff and his thugs would sooner cut out my tongue than hear a plea for help. No, they can't help me at all. What do you know about your daughter's disappearance? Last I saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll. I was washing out her tunic. I turned from her for one moment, and she was gone. Left her doll behind too. It's so unlike her. May I see the doll? Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her Mummy says this is for her little chicken. It's time to come home. It's what I call her. My little chicken. She soaks up a steady stream of tears with her shirt sleeve. She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me. Do you know why no one in the camp is helping you look? This place turns people cold and wicked. That fellow Jeth over there speaks unutterable evil. But I can't move away from him. What if Irma comes back and I'm not here? Well, I have to go, but I will do my best. You're an angel. Truly you are. Ooh. I didn't even come up with a quest. Oof. A word of advice to the unarmed. Find a sharp piece of metal, wrap one end in cloth. Now you have a shiv, and you're no longer unarmed. It's a well-written book, I guess. No, please, no. Just move the barrel. Ooh, salmon pie. Raw rabbit meat. Yeah, I'm just going to take raw rabbit meat out of a barrel that's been sitting in the sun. But salmon pie, salmon pie keeps really well, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Alright, I think this Magister has a quest for me from memory. Magister Yarrow. You there? Yarrow. You there? You. What voice do I want to do for you? Actually, you know what would be fun? You there. You look like an inmate. Nope, that's not right. What was I trying to do with that? Why is this so hard? Why am I struggling, guys? Anyway. You there. You look like an inmate. No, I'm looking for an inmate. Wow, I was getting it wrong in so many ways. You there. I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon stamped into it. Name of Migo. Have you seen him? I seem to recall madman that I met on the beach. Said his name was Migo. You have seen him? Tell me, where was he? he was down on the beach, but I would caution you to be careful. Oh man, this is all falling apart. Ifan Ben Mezd. I was a crusader. I was a crusader under Lucian. I saw him down on the beach. I would caution you to be careful. There was something terribly wrong with him. And you're very sure it was him. He gave me this ring. Didn't I already have the hero tag? Oh. She inspects the ring closely. This can't be. You said he was on the beach, yes? Yeah, I need to have a look myself. This simply can't be. Okay, bye. Did we lose the ring? In that case... I think healing is better than Brother Buyer. Brother Buyer. Hey, woodpile. He's a priest. The priest's jaw might have been... Oh, okay. The priest's jaw might have been sewn shut with fishing wire, so harshly do they clench at the sight of beast. He speaks one clipped, precise syllable. Son. Has beast offended you in some way? I'm not offended by the beast. No matter how foul that name feels upon my lips. Just disappointed. Oh, that's beast talking. Nope. It was Ifan. Okay. He turns his attention to Beast himself, whose face looks oddly blank given his rambunctious demeanor. Did you think your merry band could try to toss Justinia into the sea and the clouds would turn to rainbows? A storm of your making still rages, and whenever word of your deeds reaches her ears, lightning strikes. When you hear flunkies scream for revolution, I know what they're really screaming for. Beast. And I know it's dwarven blood being shed. Someone had to stand up to Justinia. Queen. Someone had to stand up to Queen Justinia. Not all of us are like you religious types. You fold up your hands and pray like there's gonna feed the hungry and bathe the young. I'm not given to prayer. I just get things done. I would sooner implore Duna to intervene than to leave behind a trail of crimson limbs of the innocent to clean away. The priest collects himself, his eyes still burn, but his words are ice. May the Seven bless you, Beast. Okay. That went well. Hey, woodpile. Ooh. There's money in there, that there wood. Whoa. Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. Beast again. Why don't you join us for a round of cards? First hands on the house. Oh, why not? Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first. You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat. Play your hand. Quite the hand, Freshie. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purple I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. Yeah, let's accuse him of cheating. That sounds like the way to go. Furrow your brow. Ah, that's impossible. I say you're clearly cheating. Oh, why is it always hard to go back into Beast, even when I've just done it? My cousin, the Queen. That's impossible. You're clearly cheating. Blame a bloke you just met for your misfortune, are you? Ease off, or I'll go ahead and double what you owe. You'll have to loot your internment fees from my corpse. With pleasure. Oh, this went so badly. Alright. Alright. You're in no way going to be able to stop me. Why did the first one work and the second one went into the rock? Yeah. Maybe we don't stand in the fire. Or you do stand in the fire. Okay. Well, that was a thing. Ooh. Slug's axe. This rustic axe will do the job, if the job is chopping down a tree or chopping off a head. Why is it only slightly less valuable than the one I've got? The one I've got is so much better. Scarred by battles of yesteryear and the rusts of this summer's rain, this curved blade bears the unmistakable craftsmanship of the ancient empire's house of war. Ugh. Oh. It's a lizard sword. Interesting. Bottle top. Mutiny in a bottle. Firestorm grenade. Contrary to what you thought this book would be about, it's more of a political pamphlet against all authority or hierarchical organization, where the author uses the well-known firestorm grenade as a symbol for the burning desire of the agitators to use it. The book itself is, like its simile, Okay. The book itself is, like its simile, The book itself, like its simile, is a highly amateur affair. I like that you're mocking a book for being amateur and you put in a mistake. Fortunately, at the back of the book, there's a very detailed illustration of a firestorm grenade along with an exact list of ingredients. Which I guess I already knew how to make. Hey, also, firestorm grenade. And a poison flask. Oh, I damaged the chair a little bit. Oh, that was fun. I forgot about that fight. Ooh, more reading. Give him the axe! Oh, I should have read it. A word of advice to the Nope. Oh. Okay. Find a stick or a branch. Tie a sharp piece of rock to one end. Or do the same with a sharp piece of metal. Now you've got a simple axe. You're no longer unarmed. These are really helpful books. I think. Oh, let's go to the beach. We'll go down to the beach to back to where that guy was. The Migo. We'll see what's going on down there. And I think that might be the end of the episode. Oh, was it? Oh, it's her dad. Pop, is that really you? Wow, what voice did I do for Migo? I should really keep a list of these things. Little yarrow girl, grown up, flower-headed girl. What have they done? Why would you keep your own father prisoner here? Didn't you know what would happen to him? She looks at you with hatred etched deeply into the lines of her face. I didn't want any of this. Well, whoever did this should be brought to justice. Ha! I'd die 1,000 deaths before I'd see this go unpunished. I am glad that you found each other again. Even under these circumstances. She looks at her father and manages a small smile. As am I. Have you ever seen this kind of magic before? It seems as though your father has suffered some kind of strange treatment. It's strange. It almost reminds me of the creatures Dallas keeps at her side. Sometimes you hear a kind of muttering behind their masks. She reaches out to touch her father's hand. He withdraws it quickly before remembering himself and reaching out to Yarrow again. I had no idea. What a fool I am. And you know who is responsible for this? There are always rumors about the hammer. Dallas, that is. What she was doing with the prisoners she hauled off to her fortress. Why they never joined the rank and file thereafter. I suppose now I know. Wait. Before you go. You've helped us a great deal today. Let me help you too. Take this key. I'll show you where you can use it. It opens a door into the fort that may help you get out of this wretched place. It isn't too late for you. Not yet. Oh, hello. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Can I look at... No, I can't. Feel like I've got a better crossbow. I don't use knives. This might be better than what Beast is wearing. And this might be better than what the Red Prince is wearing. I think I'm going to take this, because if I'm wrong, it's worth the most money. But I do wish I could check. No, it's exactly the same. It's actually the exact same gear. All right. Nope, that's... and that's also the same. It's all the same. Alright. Now, did she say she was going to show us? Does that mean she put it on a map? Is that... That's the door from the ladder that we had to bring out. I'm guessing that's where... I don't remember if that flag was there before this or not. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go check. Because I think that's the door, and in that case we can loot that room from memory. Okay. Oravan's chambers. Switch. Oh. Oh, Oravan was the High Judge. He wrote the letter at the beginning when we arrived. I sometimes remember stuff. And you've got a whole bunch of people there with you. Oh, goodness. What level are you? Level 4. Level 4. I feel like, seeing as you're probably the leader of this little area, I might hold off on that fight. I might do it later. I might come back. But I think I can loot this room, which I might do between episodes, because I don't know if you need to see me sitting around. Oh! Okay, there's an identifying glass. I will identify the gloves, and then I think I will bring this episode to a close. Oh, nice. Oh, finesse, you say? Ah, alright. Wow. Neat. Okay. Okay. Alright, well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna loot this room. I'm gonna loot the hell out of this room. But like I said, I'll do it between episodes. So thank you very much for joining me in episode 10. I decided to do an extra long episode. Maybe I'll keep doing that every 10th episode. I am trying to put out the videos more often. Currently, I'm putting them out kind of like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And I'm trying to. I mean, essentially, these games take a while to get through, and I'm only doing them in like 30-40 minute bursts. So if I can put more episodes out quickly, so I'm probably going to try and just like make a whole bunch of episodes back to back and try and put them out more regularly, maybe once a day, or at least like maybe once a weekday and then once a weekend. I don't know. We're still trying it. At the very least, 3 times a week is what I'm doing, and I can keep that up. But I keep wanting to put out more, but then things get in the way, and side projects like this fall to the wayside. Not completely though. Like I said, I'm very happy that I've kept up with this. I'm having a lot of fun at the point of me recording this, and I really hope that at some point, one day, someone is watching this and what I'm about to say isn't true. But right now, there's not a lot of people watching this. I'm mostly talking to myself and probably a few of my friends. I can't even say my mother's watching this because I know she's not. Also, if my mother has now watched this, hi, Mom. Sorry. But if you have watched this, thank you very much. If you've enjoyed it, please do all those fun YouTube things, liking, sharing, subscribing. It helps grow the channel, which I would absolutely adore to have happen. If you do subscribe, you can press the little bell. It will tell you when I upload a video. I also tweet about it, so you can follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. And if you haven't liked the video, I mean, you can dislike it. It's all good feedback, and I appreciate every bit of it. As always, please tell me in the comments what I did wrong and how I can improve, because help me, please. But otherwise, that's the end of the episode. Can't think of anything else I'm supposed to talk about. All right. Next episode, probably go back to the dungeon. Go further in. Oh, we'll talk to Emmy. We'll probably talk to Emmy. Yes. That's probably what we'll do. All right. Until then, I've been SammyP. Thank you very much for watching.